The following program is presented by Merrimack resident Juanita Dangel. The views and opinions expressed in this video do not necessarily reflect those of the Town of Merrimack, its media division, and/or its boards and committees.
Hello, my name is Juanita Dangel, and welcome to the 2023 special edition of Our Town, Our Government, How Does It Work? First, I'd like to say the Merrimack Village District Waterworks votes on warrant articles and district elections at their annual meeting, not at the same time or place as the Merrimack Town and School District elections. This year, the MVD annual meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, March 28th, 7 p.m. in the all-purpose room of the Mastrocola Upper Elementary School at 26 Babusick Lake Road. Immediately after this meeting is adjourned, voting occurs. There are no contested races this year, but 7 of the 10 warrant articles, all recommended by the Board of Commissioners, can be amended from the floor prior to the final vote. Approximately $7,335,000 are being considered in these articles. These articles address changing the purpose of the current non-capital reserve fund for emergency water and operations and maintenance of the GAC treatment facilities, signing a multi-year contract with the Pentechuck Water Works, approving 23-24 operating budget, establishing a contingency fund for unanticipated expenses, adding dollars to the non-capital reserve fund, adding dollars to the equipment and facilities capital reserve fund, and changing from billing customers quarterly to billing customers monthly. You can review these articles at www.mvdwater.org. This program will continue to air after these elections are held. This year, those running for Merrimack School District positions are all unopposed. There are 5 articles being voted upon and recommended by the school board and the budget committee. The money being approved for spending could be as high as $98 million. A sample ballot is found at the Merrimack School District website, sau26.org. Along with the annual Merrimack Town elections, there are 6 articles being voted upon and recommended by the Town Council. The money being approved for spending could be as high as $42,400,000. A sample ballot can be found at the Merrimack Town website, merrimacknh.gov. Today you will be hearing only from candidates in Merrimack running for the Merrimack Town Council. The remaining candidates for the town are all unopposed. 5 candidates running for 2 positions for the town councilor for a 3-year term are Charles LaFond, Mackenzie Murphy, Finley Rothhaus, David Trippett, Wolfram von Schuen. And now, here are the candidates.
Hello, my name is Charles LaFond, and I'm currently running for Town Council in Merrimack. I'm a 40-year resident. I have a background in engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, and an MBA. I worked at various corporations around the area, AT&T Network Systems, Anheuser-Busch, GT Solar, Sycamore Networks. I have got quite an extensive background working with corporations, and some of them very large. That would also include power production, wastewater, water treatment, and also hazardous chemicals and plating. Merrimack has changed a lot since I got here. Wasserman Camp has changed a lot. Everything seems to be growing up and becoming different. And one of the things that I always say about Merrimack is that, you know, if the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Merrimack has good bones. And you can see it through our rivers, through our trails, through our parks, through our ways. And I take great pride in all of that. One area I want to do more on is the center of town. I think we really need to fix the bridge. I think we need to fix Watson Park. We still have a PFAS situation going on. I don't know if anyone's acknowledged that. Trees, we need to get more aggressive. I know this year we finally did some on trees. I would like to put back 25 feet on each side of the road, the main drags in town. That would be Route 3, Amherst, Natticook, Bean, Turkey Hill, and Baboose Lake. I would like to make those much wider. I would like to get the trees away from the power lines. This is one of my sayings is, you only have enough time and money to do the job right once. We have to go down those streets and get rid of some of those trees. And you know, just from the last 2 storms that we had, the power outages and the inconveniences and the suffering in town. That's what I'm for. That's why I'm running for town council. I want to change these types of things in Merrimack and make it even better place to be. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your vote on April 11th.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Murphy. I'm a 25-year-old Merrimack, New Hampshire native. I've attended Merrimack Public Schools, and after graduating high school, I attended Nashville Community College, where I earned my associate's degree in education. I transferred to Granite State College and earned dual bachelor's degrees in business management as well as psychology. I'm now currently pursuing my master's in higher education administration, and I'm excited to be running for the town council. As a young person, it has been my mission to serve our town. I currently am serving my 5th year on the Merrimack School District Budget Committee, and I also serve on the Town of Merrimack Ethics Committee. In addition to this involvement, I've also been very involved in MYA sports, and I've also danced at Broadway Bound Performing Arts Center right here in Merrimack. Something else that you may not know, or maybe you do, is I also work at the Lobster Boat in Merrimack, which is my part-time job, and I also work a full-time position at a local community college right here in New Hampshire. In addition to this, to go back to my time on the Merrimack School District Budget Committee, I've served as the lead liaison for Merrimack High School, for Merrimack Middle School, for James Mastrocola Upper Elementary School, as well as our Student Services Department. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve our town in this way and to ensure that we budget in such a way that's meeting the needs of our teachers, our students, as well as keeping in mind the taxpayers of our town. In being your next town councilor, it would be my goal to make Merrimack a place where young people want to raise a family and want to stay in our town, where our elderly aren't forced out of their homes due to high taxes. I want to be able to work with our state so that Turnpike expansion does not create problems for our town. In addition to this, it would be my goal to ensure that we hold our polluters accountable, that our Merrimack citizens are not impacted by the harmful PFAS chemicals in our water. Throughout the years, our town council has done great work, and I'm so thrilled to run to be your next town councilor. I really ask for your vote on April 11th. And again, thank you so much, and I really hope to earn your support.
Hi, my name's Finley Rothaus, and I'm seeking your support for my seat on the town council on the April 11th. In 1971, my dad retired from the Navy and he moved our family to Merrimack. We came here, I started my freshman year of high school, and in 1975 I graduated. I spent the next 3 years in the Army, predominantly in Central Europe, and returned in 1978. I sold kitchen cabinets for 1.5 years and then started working for myself and have done so since. In 1985, I married my wife Lori, and we have 3 grown children, all 3 of which have homes here in Merrimack. And the beauty of having them close by is we now have 7 grandchildren, ages 9 and under, that we're able to visit all the time. And as any grandparent would know, that is really a treat. Lori and I, our kids all went to the Merrimack school systems, and we've just been deeply involved in the community. Over those years, I've been on numerous boards, committees, and commissions. And in about 2005, I actually sat on the Charter Commission with 8 other people, and we rewrote our form of governance in Merrimack. And it was a very enjoyable group of people that I worked with, and it was a highlight for me. While in the town council, I focus on trying to be fiscally responsible in the decisions that I make. Our focus has always been on the stability of the property tax rate. Property tax rates with wild swings are very difficult for many people. Those who escrow their property taxes will find at the end of the year if there's a shortfall, to make that up can be a hardship. And so we've always tried to have that focus of keeping it as stable and moving gently as possible. In order to do that, we have relied heavily on capital reserve funds, which are basically savings accounts for different projects and things that we have to get done. Our fire trucks, our highway dump trucks, the maintenance trucks, plows and everything, those are purchased often through the use of capital reserve funds. Our major infrastructure projects, like our bridge structures that we've done work for, we often use, or always use, those capital reserve funds for our share of the 20% we typically have to pay. After the only major project that we have left is Babusa Brook Crossing at Daniel Webster Highway, and that will be started in the next couple of years. And when that's done, those bridges will last 75 to 100 years, so the town won't even have to think about those for a while. The town's in good shape when it comes to infrastructure, and that tends to be one of our most costly types of things, road paving and so on. On the town side, we're always looking for ways to improve, whether it's how we perform our winter maintenance, or how our staff interacts with our citizenry. We try to run it as like a business, and like we have to have your business, and it just has worked pretty well. Our staff has been very good to us in the community, and I'm happy with the way things have been going. I have many years of experience and a desire to make a difference in Merrimack. I want to, I have a commitment to the town, and would like to have your support once again on April 11th. My name's Finley Rothaus, and my number that you could reach me at if you so desire is 603-494-0893. And once again, thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is David Trippett. I recently submitted the paperwork for the position of town councilor in the upcoming April 11th election. I've lived in town for about 40 years, and I've seen improvements in the town, some awesome and some not so awesome, but still forward motion. Volunteering is not new to me. I volunteered in this town for 35 years, starting out with my children in sports, and then I went from the sports, and I went with my daughter to Camp Martina, and that was a fun time for the week. It was good. But then I started to do something else. I went to Boy Scouts. My son wanted to be a Boy Scout, so I worked with him in the troop 15 and 401, and 6 of the 8 children became Eagle Scouts. After that, I became an assistant moderator in town, working the elections for approximately 10 years. And then I started with the Adopt-A-Road program. I like having clean streets, so I go around and pick up trash every now and then to make the place look better. But I wanted to do more. So I joined the Sklar Park Committee and started working down there, cleaning up debris and laying out trails and understanding the layout of the area. But I still wanted more. So I joined the Conservation Committee. I felt there I could have a bigger impact on the future of Merrimack, taking it in a positive position. As I said before, I've retired. And during my retirement, I became uneasy. I needed to do something. So I started a small business called Handy Hands. And many of you have been my customers in town, whether I place in lights or maybe a faucet. But the small business sort of stopped when I get hit on a motorcycle. I get hurt pretty bad. It took a year or so to get me so I could walk again. But I'm back. And the accident's not going to bother me. I believe my background and my education, I have a master's degree. I'm Six Sigma Green Belt certified, and I'm also a certified computer tech. So I spent a lot of time in school, and I enjoy education. I believe my background and experience will help me move forward with the town of Merrimack in this new position. So please, if I could ask you, vote for David Trippett, Town Council, on April 11th. Thank you.
Good morning, Merrimack. My name is Wolfram von Schön. You probably just want to call me Wolf. I am asking for your vote in the upcoming town council election here in a couple weeks. I have been a neighbor in Merrimack since early 2015, and have been increasingly engaged in town administration, town volunteer roles, namely in the role of MVD commissioner, now on my 5th year, 2nd term. And in that role, I have helped, with other commissioners to basically rejuvenate MVD in a lot of administrative and front-end appearance in front of the customer, some organizational things, and of course then the whole water situation, and pursuing the polluters in town and beyond for restitution of the damages they have caused here in town. We have certainly achieved quite a bit together with many, many people in the community that have been steering me onto that problem and have gotten me involved with this problem. And of course, state representatives and other people and town councilors already. But namely, the wells are clean for the most part now. We have some left over work to do, but the majority of the problem has been addressed. And I'm very proud of that work together with my fellow commissioners. But I also want to make sure that I can continue that work for non-public water customers, namely well customers, and not customers, private well owners. And I cannot do that at MVD. That's one of the reasons why I'm running for town council. Another reason is I believe that our town council has done a very good job in, being fiscally responsible, being very focused in their activities and addressing key issues in town over the last couple of years. I believe that the individuals currently on the town council are a great team, and I really just want to continue that path together with my future, hopefully, fellow town council colleagues. And in that regard, I ask for your vote. There's certainly some issues in town that I hope that I can help address. Of course, the apartments are a big thing for everybody. Traffic is an issue. Emergency responders, first responders, across the board, there's some concerns there. So we certainly will have to have a look at that. And I'm certainly asking for your input to let me know what priorities you have. But all in all, I believe that basically the current town council is on a good path, and I want to continue that road. Another thing I wanted to offer is just my business experience, administrative experience. I've been an executive in industrial and software companies now for over 20 years, on an international basis, on a local basis, smaller, larger companies. And I believe I have learned a thing or two that I can contribute to the budgeting process and the management responsibilities that the town council has, together, of course, with the town employees and town manager and so on. Chief of police and fire chief as well, of course. So in that regard, again, I'm asking for your vote. A brief introduction about me. Born in '74, obviously born in Germany, as you can tell. Got naturalized as a U.S. citizen in 2012. Have a wonderful family, 2 kids that are almost adult, unfortunately, at this point. So that's the sad part, to see them leave the house and go their own path. But wonderful wife, and have just come to learn to love Merrimack and just get involved and engaged and helping continue the town develop and thrive. So again, asking for your vote. My name is Wolfram von Schön. There's really only one with that name on the ballot, and looking forward to working with the town and continuing to develop this town forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching this 2023 special edition of Our Town, Our Government, How Does It Work? Please take time to consider who you wish to represent you in the Merrimack Town Council and review the various budget articles for the town and school district. Then go to your respective polling places and vote on Tuesday, April 11th between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I hope to see everyone there, and thank you for watching.